The champion pool we know is deep.
Game 5 mà cười dữ vậy.
Just need more engage. You just need more engage with this dive comp. Grab the ultimate here. And the question is, yeah, Smolder could be a good lane into...
Game 5 tôi thiệt chứ anh em nha. Tôi vừa mới mở cái băng bích lên. Tôi nói, thôi hỏi coi nữa. Tôi hỏi coi. Lên cái sân khấu một cái nha. Mở lên rồi thấy băng bích. Win là bô rồi. Nói với bô luôn nè. Win là em ơi. Tập trung chơi em đi em rồi xong rồi mà mình xong nhanh, anh em mình xong nhanh 2 game anh em mình đi xuống rồi coi đi mà team vô địch. Win rồi.
The Galio, but
that's a classic. Perfect. Needs to back up. Level 3. Getting lower and lower. Last rights offering a bit of healing. The tactical sweep there from Doran to slow him down. Owner all but certain to make this one.
Riêng anh cơ đánh con Galio này là đã để thấy gọi là cơ hội thắng rất là cao rồi. Mà cái hay ở đây nữa là anh Đỗ Lan. Ảnh mà được chơi con Camille này tỷ lệ thắng 100%.
Nhưng mà game 4 tuổi nó tính test Raven, Kalista bot đó à, CLM nhót.
Có không? Có nè, có nhá đó em, có nhá đó em.
Chung tôi cần lời kiểm chứng từ Rambo.
Rồi cứ hỏi Rambo. Cứ hỏi Rambo cho anh Chung.
Come through, first blood for T1. Doran's Camille takes it.
The 3 camp gank for T1 and Owner back on the warpath.
Owner recognizes what he needs to do. It's snowball, backstep, good from BDD. Faker tried to go for the...
Rồi nhanh vào cho mấy anh Ấn Độ nắc nê mấy trái nghỉ sớm.
Thì mấy Ấn Độ đấy rồi. Ồ má anh cơ làm cái gì? Sốt mắt quá vậy.
Angle the flash, the Justice Punch, hoping it would carry him back.
Does really revolve around, do I have jungle pressure to put threat behind when I move up in lane and try and taunt you? And now you don't have that pressure at all.
Q forward, sidestep, the taunt, Faker, turning it back, BDD, one more auto, the 1-for-1!
Rồi là má bị lười đánh chiếu vậy.
No hesitation, must have known that was going to kill him.
Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, Doran locked down with the pandas. Cuz on the way up.
Oh, just barely.
Doran barely able to walk away.
They didn't want to use the flash, knowing that Doran's still at
For
ace.
that dive, you know, he does invest his flash, so that is something critical to look at. Owner is back and ganking again.
Needs to get out. Has the flash available, but Doran just going to immediately flash follow. The adaptive defensive, the hook shot still there. The Q back for a bit of healing.
Yeah, Owner is back and ganking again.
Perfect needs to get out. Has the flash.
Cái má sẽ biết thấy gì hết đâu. Lên đá trước thì mà có biến lên đá trước quét để làm chặn. Nếu như nó tập tiến chạy thì mình dùng cái E.
Flash follow, the adaptive defensive, the hook shot still there. The Q back for a bit of healing, but it's not enough.
Beautifully played, no hesitation.
Bleeding, because if Doran gets out of control, this game becomes nigh unplayable.
Anh thấy không? Sai lầm của em chết. Em chết đi một cái, có bao giờ em chết được đánh con ca mỹ lệ này trong mã online chưa? Theo thông số là chưa. Nhưng ở team qua chấp cánh mọi việc mà mày ước mơ của tuyển thủ. Chấp cánh mọi ước mơ của tuyển thủ.
For KT.
Rồi, có rồi hả? Có rồi nhưng mà bên kia JK nọ kiểu khó nâng tầm chết. Camille.
That it does, especially for BDD, the strongest point on the team currently, even as we see gold leads get bigger for Owner and Doran. Cannot let the Camille start to take over. Perfect needs to stem the bleeding. You highlighted it so well. It's one of the few things that we haven't seen from him yet this tournament is now the hookshot wall dive is there. Doc Dom flashing away, but Owner's on the way as well. Ulti there, that's the Hextech ultimatum. Doc Dom likely to escape, but it looks like Peter will be sacrificed in return. The hookshot, making it out, send it play back to the tower, but it might cost Carrier his life. It's a 1-for-1, no! The minions slinking out! Carrier walks away!
Lane swap, T1 find the trailing play here. Doctum fully push the wave in, and so T1 pounce.
And that's the
the comments! I had tea in my mouth, but that was incredible, the arcade comment!
On a mission, creating so much with this Pantheon. Cuz though has level 6 on the Sejuani, so the possibilities of your plays become much greater. He starts at the ground with the confidence. BDD does have priority of mid, and it's just going to be the one for now.
KT have to be so respectful of the sheer quantity of CC on the side of T1. Also, all of their burst damage so heavily telegraphed makes it very easy for Doran with the ultimate.
Nautilus on one side, with Sejuani to back it up. And the Camille Galio
Faker.
Leona combo is
moving down. That's
Combo
the
hỏi chạy.
combo. Locks him in the ultimate.
Combo hỏi chạy.
Finds the damage. The taunt is there, and Doran takes another.
Faker Galio.
Combo hỏi chạy.
1,000 individual gold lead over Perfect. BDD zoning, poking while he can, dodges out on the tactical sweep, but uses the flap, so needs to be careful for at least a few more seconds.
That's straight just gone.
Yeah, KT.
Got the first one. Not the BDD. Currently at 116 stacks. Want to get to that break point of 225 as soon as humanly
Tới đây mà chưa
possible.
buông chuột luôn hả?
Currently looking to be slightly behind the curve as
Doc Dom caught out, Zenith Blade there, the ulti just out of range. Crucially,
and the cancel there as well. Peter has his buddies back. Gets the ult on Taguma, but this might still be this Herald is. Oh, perfect.
Doran on the way up. The Maiden summoned. Doran though, he's got backup. Owner on the way
Triệt
in.
để quá.
And the ultimate of Doran. But Perfect living for an extra second. The Q2
Liên
coming
quan nó đánh
through
triệt
just
để
in
quá.
time.
Về
KT
của
wants to
Camille
punish.
này.
They're a little bit too late.
Vậy tính ra là game cuối cùng anh Đỗ Lan gánh team luôn á hả?
Em chào Abasu Beso.
Dạ chào em.
Qua coi kênh Xó Pem thử không anh ba. Xó Pem đọc luôn trận
Ui
đấu
cái
của bạn
sọp
luôn.
thì là trước giờ vậy rồi mà em. Bởi vậy ta nói đụng á, sọp giải nghệ là gọi là tiếc mà.
For T1, Guma's got to get out of there though. He has his strut.
Over
Even
now.
the plus, you're
Guma
losing
cánh đĩa luôn à.
bottom side power there with Galio just up at the turret. Faker pushing on that bottom side tower with the power of the extra 2 Void Grubs. A little bit of extra damage. The dream for this KT squad is to be able to poke with your Ziggs as well as
Cũng
your
đã biết 3-0
Smolder
là
once
thần
you
mẹ
get
nó
to your
trời.
rapid fire.
3-0 phút
But
16
what
mẹ.
counters poke?
Gần 2 món
It is
đồ.
hard engaged.
Owner.
Peter though,
Aegis Assault still there. Flashback into the Blast Cone. Going to keep Owner standing, but likely means KT will be able to secure the second objective here. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, though, it's push in favor of T1. And we talked about Ziggs destroying towers, but Doran, with this Trendy Force, also will just eat through that objective. KT splitting their focus. Is it going to cost them? Faker.
Second trick is big.
Access to the ulti. T1 might just be a little bit late here. Cuz desperately needs to smite. Doesn't quite connect. Crucially, Dr. able to get out for a brief moment. BDD now trying to turn and fire back. But Faker is on the way. Ulti going in. Doran is down. BDD still standing. The exhaust managing to take him a little bit lower. But Gumayushi sits on the back line completely untouched. BDD finally able to start opening up. His owner gets one back in return. Perfect is here to keep his mid laner alive. And there you go. KT.
Cái này là chậm nha. Cái này là tôi chậm
Let's check
nha.
them there. We'll see if they actually do want to make a real commitment. Could get
Nãy phải đâu thấy
some
em chưa đang ở
summoners
đâu.
out of T1, but it doesn't look
Hình
like
như
they're
đang
going to
ở
take a
xa.
gamble.
Perfect also about to be taunted up. Has to be careful. They have so much damage here. Doran, of course, just reset the tower aggro, but he is locked down for a damn long time. Doran, untouchable for a brief moment.
Lạ.
Ui trời má. Má ơi, nó mới đúng là tiên quan anh em ạ. Em bây giờ trước bao nhiêu nó lợi thế rồi mà quýnh cái pha. Ây cha.
But they managed to kill him. T1 fumble the play.
Nó là tiên quan đó em ạ.
Redemption as he survives the dive. Mom called, but she will not connect.
the dark procession from Perfect. It got them so much, and now they're opening to get the tower, the extra gold as well. KT, they're striking back.
And it keeps the gold lead within touching distance. It further accelerates BDD.
Tôi mà có game này chắc
And this game
chửi
5
quá.
just keeps on delivering.
Con game này chắc
Have
chửi
to try
quá.
their best, D1 does, to maintain this momentum, but they're not even close to a break point on the Dragons as Spurs just taking matters into his own hands.
Doc Dom, no ulti available, decent poke. Owner Faker here, the team to use. T1 making the fast play happen. KT caught reeling too far behind on tempo. Doran might have fallen in the previous play, but he is still damn powerful.
Rớt kịp.
Doc
Thằng
Dom
biết
here.
thằng kết thì bạn ở xa lắm.
T1 pushing them back. It'll take a miracle for them to get this one out.
Pha này hay, pha này còn hay.
But Owner manages to get the objective, the fight coming out. Fire rained over the wall by Gumayushi, and down goes Peter. BDD finally arrived out. Fire rained over the wall. They're coming in for the lockup.
Tao đang nhìn thằng Đỗ Lan. Tự nhiên thấy bị tờ chết.
But Owner manages to get the objective, the fight coming out.
Nhìn thằng Peter nó đần.
Fire rained over the wall by Gumayushi. Down goes Peter. BDD finally arrived. That's the ulti coming in. In the meantime, he needs a little more space down. BDD untouched, but the front line has fallen. BDD CC'd, knocked into the sky, and right back into the grave. T1 get Otacon and ace KT.
A triple kill for Guma and T1. Do it.
Đánh ra cơ bát đi mọi mày. Mãi nhảy.
Very well be the nail in the coffin for the roller coaster as Otacon goes the way of T1. KT overplayed their hand, and the Dragon is going to follow suit.
3.5k individual lead, 7,000 gold for T1. The Baron started as expected. KT in dire straits. Faker brings it back.
Đây. Dấu hiệu mà đợt trước khi vô trận tôi nói với anh em rồi. Riêng thằng BDD với thằng Kết thì không nói, nhưng mà hai thằng boss với lại thằng top nó sẽ bị khớp. Đây là cái dấu hiệu của thằng lần đầu tiên vô chung kết thế giới. Những khúc quan trọng khớp.
Faker brings it back.
Khớp cơ sườn liền.
Initial lockup from Carrier is good. Doctum laying down a bit of poke. He's going to be able to satchel out, but an immediate flash.
Còn đánh ghê quá hả?
T1 don't even need the objective. They're happy to keep pushing for a bit more. On the top side of the fight, they've isolated BDD. He's continuing to
vô sau.
the kill. Doran, crucially, Faker falls. KT hold.
BDD, the heart of KT is alive.
Có thằng nào mà gác 6.000 tiền mà đánh cơ bát thua vậy giống như Tiên Quan không ta? Không, chỉ có một thằng Tiên Quan mới có thể làm được điều đó thôi anh em ạ.
They need to have focus this time around. Last fight, they went for
two
angles at once, and they paid the price.
Flanks coming in. T1 entire top side missing flash, that crucial cooldown, but their ultis will be there. 3 seconds on Doran. Gumayushi, the other player to keep your eye on as well. The ulti can do a lot of work. Hookshot wall dive immediately CC'd. Exhaust coming in as well. Combo over the top.
Ôi, cái bảo đại của anh Gumayushi.
Backline Faker rains down from the sky. And obliterates the hope.
Nó bắn đạn cho người được mà phải tụi KT.
End of the time of KT.
Going in, doesn't connect hookshot wall dive immediately CC'd. Exhaust coming in as well.
Cái đầu má nó hút máu kinh.
Over the top from Guma. Exhaust as Carrier moves his way to the backline. Faker rains down from the sky. Locks up BDD.
Thôi sao? Một mình BDD không thể gánh nổi.
The bullet time will end the time of KT here at Worlds as T1 will chase down Cuz and look for the Baron. The BDD. Oh, on his shoulder.
Có đâu.
A lot of work. Doran going in, doesn't connect hookshot wall dive immediately CC.
Kìa ra bóc góc.
Coming in as well.
Combo over the top from Guma. Tóc biến lên. Mày phải tóc biến lên kéo cả thằng BDD trên đây à. Ôm thằng B2 thằng Kali nước cứng ngắt.
The bullet time will end the time of KT here at Worlds as T1 will chase down the Baron. The BDD. Oh, on his shoulder.
Cái này ai cũng hay nhưng có anh Đỗ Lan hơi dấp. Anh địch mẹ ơi. Anh Nguyên anh giờ không tới tầm bị hớ. Anh Nguyên anh định đơ BDD. Sao bị hớ?
The ulti can do a lot of work. Doran going in, doesn't connect hookshot wall dive immediately CC'd.
Nó bán qua này được ở xíu cút ở đây mà.
Exhaust coming in as well. Combo over the top from Guma. Finds two. Exhaust is Carrier moves his
phải cả cướp nha.
Here at Worlds as T1
câu hết chiêu tim luôn rồi. Câu hết chiêu tim luôn.
The BDD. Oh, on his shoulders, and that is too much weight for one man to bear. They find him with the engage.
Thằng Đô Lan bắt buộc thằng mở.
That Dragon as well, the leftovers.
Ok, bay tin ok luôn. Nhưng mà đội hình này không chắc thằng Đô Lan được, tại vì bắt buộc phải mở.
Few and far between, a couple of
nó không mở ai mở.
But we get into the point where I don't even know if they have the damage, even if they're able to absorb that initial engage. I think BDD might be able to get his eye.
Thằng em nó hay.
They're looking to secure their third finals win in a row.
They don't want to give BDD the time to get that infinity edge. KT don't have the luxury of defensive items either for their key carries. Redemption, really all they have to protect Doc.
Thằng cuối cùng Thằng gần nhất mà chửi thằng Doran
có đắt không? Em rút có
là thằng ốc cức. Bây giờ nó được bà mày nó lưu lạc tha hương rồi. Thằng cuối cùng chửi thằng Doran là bây giờ nó lưu lạc tha hương rồi.
Dom and BDD, Faker solo pushing in the mid lane. The tier 2 will fall. Bot lane inhibitor likely next. As Doran really cannot be contested by anything more than the entire force of KT.
And T1 just have so many forms of engage. Even with Doran getting stuffed in the last one, Keria finding those KT carries and allowing.
Stands.
And all's on the line. T1, they can smell the weakness.
Ông cũng chửi không? Tôi chưa bao giờ chửi Doran. Thằng em tôi.
It's tough to hold.
Chưa bao giờ chửi.
Doran looking to get things kicked off. Hookshot wall dive brings him over. He's taking the tower already. Flash back to get away from Cuz's ultimate. And the ulti manages to connect from Dom. A big fumble. Not enough to get T1 back into full control of the game because there are no EPs are there. Owner semi.
It's
tough to hold on.
TVM3AI vậy ông này là người đầu tiên à?
Ra gì nữa?
Fan này fake cơ cô.
Anh cơ con đúng không?
Fan này phải mic check đá Chung.
Fan này bắt buộc phải mic check rồi á. Chứ sao
Doran
kỳ vậy?
Hookshot wall dive brings him over. He's taking the tower already.
Ai quậy má này?
Cuz's ultimate and the ulti manages to connect from Dom. A big fumble. Not enough to get T1 back into full control of the game because there are no EPs are there. Owner semi-global is there. They could just look to end. So perfect has been called back as T1 looks set to get the soul.
And T1 also have the luxury. They could just look for the fight if they wanted to.
Owner takes the soul. Cuz stuck around a little bit too long, and now T1 empowered was able to find the kill. So it's not over till it's over. But now with Baron spawning, relatively even setup, but again, it's the waves in favor of T1 that makes it so hard as immediately they're going to kick things off by going in on Cuz, taking away the Frost Armor passive. Lockdown from Keria is there. TP in for Doran as well. BDD caught off the side. A good flash to take him out.
Thằng Lơ ra lại tìm xuống con đồng. Ui con đồng bóc máu không banh.
BDD, he goes gold in an extra 2.5 seconds to consider what went wrong as T1 looks set to end it all.
They're going to finish the job. It is Doran and Peter left alone in the mid lane.
Đó chứ này diễn thôi, fan này coi rồi. Fan này ngồi dưới có coi. Mẹ mày tuyệt vời. Đi con mẹ nó bay ra vơi.
T1 earning their legacy again and again and again. There can be no doubting it. 4 players on the Rift today, making the impossible possible. Owner, Faker, Gumayushi, Keria, and now Doran as well are world champions.
And the disbelief on it.
Nhân đây bữa hôm không nói được, cho nên ngày hôm nay sau khi bà coi lại highlight game 4 với game 5, tôi xin nhắn nhủ đôi lời.
Peter Pan thì khó win.
Tôi xin nhắn nhủ đôi lời.
Lát coi MC vs clip luôn a Chun.
Dạ.
Anh ba bắt trend đổi tên theo logo T1 đi. Diêm Thống Nhất làm cái DT1 đẹp lắm.
Diêm Thống Nhất là cái trend đó là trend gì game có thể gửi cho tôi, gửi cho anh ba không anh ơi? Có thể gửi không?
Sẵn đây tao nói luôn.
Sẵn đây nói luôn. Từ đây cho tới khi cái first time diễn ra, tao là bố chúng mày và tao muốn chúng mày im con mẹ mồm lại. Im mồm lại. Im hết cho tao.
Hello a nhớ EKS. Nay có tiết mục GTA KSA.
GTA à? Lát vô thành phố tí cũng được em nha. Từ đây cho tới cái first ten diễn ra thì im mẹ mồm lại đi. Mà mày thằng lông nào mà sủa bậy một cái là tao gõ bợm lại liền.
Tôi bị ngô.
Tại vì thì mà mày đéo đủ tư cách.
Anh ba xem luôn bát xa của chúng mình nha.
Dạ ôi Diệp Hoàng nha. Không đủ chân.
Em vui link này nha bố 3 giờ TTPS www TIKTOK
Mà nhà
T ZP8D.
đây lại điệp bà bày